Hello and greetings to everyone. We are going to continue from where we ended last time with the correction of the following exercises for application. We are going to start by taking down solution. It goes calculate the following. For question A, we have a half plus 2 feet. We have to add these two fractions. For us to add them, first thing, we are going to start by finding the LCM of their denominators. 2 times 5 gives us 10. 10 divided by 2 gives us 5. 5 times 1 gives us 5. We bring down the operation sign, which is plus. 10 divided by 5 gives us 2. 2 times 2 gives us 4. This will simply be equal to 5 plus 4 gives us 9 on 10. The answer will simply just be 9 all over 10. We go now to question B. We have 4 feet minus 1/3. We are going to start by finding the LCM of their denominators. 5 times 3 gives us 15. 15 divided by 5 gives us 3. 3 times 4 gives us 12. We bring down the operation sign, which is minus. 15 divided by 3 gives us 5. 5 times 1 remains 5. This will simply be equal to 12 minus 5 gives us 7 on 15. This is the answer. We go now to question C. For question C, we have to multiply the fractions 6 over 11 by 4 over 5. This will simply be equal to, we are going to start by multiplying the numerators. 6 times 4 all over 11 times 5. This will simply be equal to 6 times 4 gives us 24 all over 11 times 5 gives us 55. So the answer will simply be 24 all over 55. We go now to the next question, which is D. We have 4 all over 9 divided by 2/3. This will simply be equal to, we are going to maintain the first fraction, 4 over 9. We change the division sign to multiplication. Then we invert the second fraction. 3 becomes the numerator, while 2 is at the denominator. This will be equal to, looking at this, you'll see that we can perform some simplifications here. 2 will go into 4 2 times, 2 will go into 2 1 time. So this will give us 2 times 3 at the numerator all over 9 times 1 at the denominator. You will see that we can still perform some simplifications here. 3 will go here 1 time, 3 will go into 9 3 times. 2 times 1 remains 2 all over 3 times 1 remains 3. So this will give us 2/3 as the answer. We go now to question E. For question E, we have the mixed fraction 4 and 9 over 10 plus 2 and 1/5 plus 6 and 1/3. We have to add these three mixed fractions. For us to add them, first we are going to start by adding the whole number parts. 4 plus 2 plus 6. 4 plus 2 plus 6. So this will be the whole number part. Next thing, we have to find the LCM of 10, 5, and 3. This will give us 30. 30 divided by 10 gives us 3. 3 times 9 gives us 27. Plus, the operation is addition. 30 divided by 5 gives us 6. 6 times 1, 6. Plus 30 divided by 3 gives us 10. 10 times 1 remains 10. This will simply be equal to 4 plus 2 gives us 6 plus 6 gives us 12. 27 plus 6 gives us 33. 33 plus 10 gives us 43 on 30. The fraction 43 over 30 is an improper fraction. So we need to convert this fraction to a mixed fraction. We know the fraction 43 over 30 as a mixed fraction. This will simply give us, if we divide 43 by 30, the whole number part will be 1, while the remainder will be 13 on 30. So this one, which is the whole number part, we are going to add the 1 to this 12. So this will give us 12 plus 1, the whole number part, 13 over 30 for the proper fractional part. And this will simply be equal to 12 plus 1 gives us 13 and 13 over 30. This will be the answer. Next, now we go to question F. We have 2 plus the mixed fraction 3.5. We know this is the same as, we can write 2 as 2 over 1 plus, here I'll prefer we change this mixed fraction to an improper fraction. 2 times 3 gives us 6 plus 1, 7 on 2. Next thing, we find the LCM of their denominators, 1 and 2. The LCM is simply 2. 2 divided by 1 remains 2. 2 times 2 gives us 4. We bring down the operation sign, which is addition. 2 divided by 2 gives us 1. 1 times 7, 7. This will be equal to 4 plus 7 gives us 11 over 2. 11 over 2 is an improper fraction. So we are going to change it to a mixed fraction. 11 divided by 2 gives us whole number part of 5 and a remainder of 1. So this will give us a mixed fraction 5.5. We go now to question G. For G, we have 4 and 1/4 minus 2 and 3 over 7. This will simply be equal to, let's change the mixed fractions to improper fractions so that we can easily do the subtraction. 4 times 4 gives us 16 plus 1, 17 over 4 minus 7 times 2 gives us 14. 14 plus 3 gives us 17 over 7. Next, we have to subtract these two fractions. We start by finding the LCM. The LCM of 4 and 7 is 28. 28 divided by 4 gives us 7. Next, we have to multiply 7 by 17, which gives us 119. We bring down the operation sign, which is minus. Next, 28 divided by 7 gives us 4. 4 times 17 gives us 68. So this will simply be equal to 119 minus 68. It gives us 51 all over 28. The next thing now, we have to change this improper fraction 51 all over 28 to a mixed fraction. We know if we divide 51 by 28, the whole number part will simply be 1, and The remainder will be 23. So this will give us 1 and 23 over 8. This is the answer. We go now to question H. For question H, we have 1½ of 4½ This will simply be equal to 1½ When you see of, it simply means multiplication. 1½ times 4½ This will simply be equal to, we are going to change the two mixed fractions to improper fractions. 2 times 1 remains 2 plus 1, 3. So this will give us 3 over 2 times 2 times 4 gives us 8. 8 plus 1 gives us 9 over 2. Next, this will simply be equal to, we are going to multiply the numerators and we multiply the denominators because we cannot perform any simplification here. This will give us 3 times 9 at the numerator all over 2 times 2 at the denominator. This will simply be equal to 3 times 9 gives us 27 all over 2 times 2 which gives us 4. Next thing, we have to divide the 27 by 4 so that we can obtain the whole number part and the proper fractional part. We know if we divide 27 by 4, we are going to obtain a whole number part of 6 and a remainder of 3. So this will give us 6¾ We go now to question I. For I, we have 6 over 11 times 2 third times 2 third of 8¼ This will simply be equal to, we are going to start by working on this. This will give us 6 over 11 times 2 over 3. We know of stands for multiplication times 8¼ Here, if we carry out simplifications, we know 3 will go here 1, 3 will go into 6 2 times. So this will give us 2 times 2 at the numerator here all over 11 times 1 times. Next, we have to convert this mixed fraction to an improper fraction. We are going to take 4 times 8, which gives us 32. 32 plus 1 gives us 33 over 4. So this will give us 2 times 2 here gives us 4 over 11 times 33 over 4. You see that 4 here at the numerator will cancel this 4 at the denominator. This will simply be equal to 33 all over 11. And 33 divided by 11 gives us 3. So this will be the answer. We go now to question J. We have 4 over 9 divided by 12. We know this whole number 12 here can be written as 12 over 1. So this will give us 4 over 9. We are going to change the division sign to multiplication times. Then we invert the second fraction. 1 goes up at the numerator, 12 comes at the denominator. So now we can simplify. 4 divided by 4 gives us 1. 12 divided by 4 gives us 3. So this will give us 1 times 1 at the numerator all over 9 times 3 at the denominator. And this will simply be equal to 1 times 1 gives us 1 all over 9 times 3 at the denominator gives us 27. So the answer will simply be 1 all over 27. We go now to The last question, K. For question K, we have the mixed fraction 4 and 2/3 divided by 3 1/2. So this will simply be equal to, we are going to change the two mixed fractions to improper fractions. 3 times 4 gives us 12. 12 plus 2 gives us 14 all over 3 divided by 2 times 3 gives us 6 plus 1, 7 over 2. So this will simply be equal to 14 over 3. We are going to change this division sign to multiplication. Then we invert the second fraction. 2 goes up, 7 comes down. At this level, we can simplify. We know 7 will go into 14 2 times. 7 will go into 7 1 time. So this will give us 2 times 2 all over 3 times 1. This will give us 2 times 2, 4 all over 3, which will simply be equal to, the whole number part will be 1, and the proper fractional part will be 1/3. So this will give us 1 and 1/3. And we are done with the correction of the exercise for application. We move now to the next thing, which is application of BODMAS. Most often in mathematics, you discover that you might be given questions in which you have multiplication sign, addition, subtraction, and even division, and you'll be confused on which of the operations you are to start first with. So by making use of BODMAS, it will be very easy for you to tackle such a question. Let's write this down. In simplifying expressions, which contain brackets, comma, addition sign, subtraction sign, multiplication sign, and division sign, comma, we make use of BODMAS. This BODMAS is an abbreviation. I'll give the meaning of BODMAS. Next, BODMAS stands for, write them down, let me write it down here, B O D M A S. We have B, which stands for, let me put the arrows first. B stands for brackets. That means you first of all start by eliminating the brackets. In a question where you have brackets, this O stands for of, power of, square root of, cube root of, and so on. Or O stands for order, orders. Bracket, we have powers or indices or roots. Next, we have D. D stands for division. M stands for multiplication. A stands for addition. And lastly, S stands for subtraction. That means if you are given a problem as such, for example, you have plus 1/3 times 7/11 divided by 6/17. As such, for you to answer this question, for you to evaluate this, you will start by evaluating what you have in the brackets. Next thing, you go now to division before carrying out multiplication. Now let's take an example on this. Example, evaluate the following. So question A, we have 2 1/3 times 1 1/5 plus 3 1/2 divided by 4 2/3. For question B, we have a half of 4 2/5 minus 1/3 of 6 1/5. We take solution. For A, we have 2 1/3 times 1 1/5 plus 3 1/2 divided by 4 2/3. This will simply be equal to, first thing, we are going to start by changing all the mixed fractions to improper fractions. 3 times 2 gives us 6 plus 1, 7/3 times 5 times 1 gives us 5 plus 1, 6/5 plus 2 times 3 gives us 6 plus 1, 7/2 divided by 3 times 4 gives us 12, 12 plus 2, 14 on 3. We are going to make good use of BODMAS. We have multiplication, addition, and division. From BODMAS, division comes first before multiplication and addition. So we have to start here with this division. This will be equal to 7/3 times 6/5 plus 7/2. We have to divide these two fractions. So we are going to change this division sign to multiplication. Then we invert the second fraction. 3 goes up, 14 comes down. You see that we can carry out some simplifications. 7 will go here 1 time. 7 will go into 14 2 times. So this will give us the next step says we can perform now multiplication. Here you see that we can simplify. 3 will go into 6 here 2 times. 3 will go here 1 time. So here we are going to obtain 7 times 2 all over 1 times 5 such plus here we are going to obtain 1 times 3 all over 2 times 2. So this will give us 7 times 2 gives us 14 all over 1 times 5 gives us 5 plus 1 times 3 gives us 3 all over 2 times 2 which gives us 4. Next thing now we can add these two fractions. We need to start by finding the LCM. The LCM of 5 and 4 is 20. 20 divided by 5 gives us 4. 14 times 4 gives us 56 plus 20 divided by 4 gives us 5. 5 times 3 gives us 15. Next, we have to add 56 to 15. 56 plus 15 gives us 71. 71 all over 20. This will simply be equal to, we need to change this improper fraction to a mixed fraction. You know, if you divide 70 by 20, the whole number part will be 3. Remainder 11, which is to be divided by 20. So this will give us 3 and 11 over 20. Question B, we have a half of 4 and 2/5 minus 1/3 of 6 and 1/5. This will simply be equal to a half. We know of here stands for multiplication. A half times, we are going to change all the mixed fractions to improper fractions. 5 times 2 gives 5 times 4 gives us 20. 20 plus 2 gives us 22 over 5 minus 1/3 of multiplication. 5 times 6 gives us 30. 30 plus 1 gives us 31 over 5. We are going to make use of BODMAS. Brackets first. So this will give us here inside this bracket, you see that we can simplify. 2 will go into 22 11 times. 2 will go into 2 1 time. So this will give us 1 times 11 all over 1 times 5 minus 1/3 times 31 all over 5. This will give us 11 all over 5 minus, subtraction comes last, so you need now to carry out multiplication. We need to multiply these two fractions. Here this will give us, there's nothing we can simplify. 1 times 31 all over 3 times 5. This will give us 11 all over 5 minus 31 all over 15. We have to subtract these two fractions. First thing, we need to write down the LCM. The LCM of 5 and 15 is 15. 15 divided by 5 gives us 3. 3 times 11 gives us 33 minus 15 divided by 15 gives us 1. 1 times 31 remains 31. So this will be equal to 33 minus 31 gives us 2 all over 15. So this is the answer. Now let's take down exercises for application on this. Exercises for application. Question 1 says evaluate. We have for A 2.5 plus brackets open 3 1/4 times 2.18 plus 1.18. For B we have 1 3/4 divided by 1 1/6 plus 1 3/8. For C we have brackets open 1/2 plus 2 divided by brackets open 1/6 plus 2. We go now to question 2. Question 2 on my book shelves. This one is a work problem. On my book shelves, for feet of the books are mathematics. I'm a math teacher, so for feet of my books are mathematics books. 1/8 are languages, of which 2/3 of the language books are French. French is my second language, and the rest of the books are scientific books. Full stop. What fraction of the books are question A French? What fraction of the books are French? Question B scientific. We go on to question 3. Question 3 again is still a word problem. It goes 60 oranges were shared to Ngwa, Ngu, and Nde, with each person having a fraction of 1/4, 1/5, and 2/5 respectively. Find the number of oranges. Question A. Each person received. Question B. Number of oranges left. We are going to answer this exercise for application. We take now solution. We are going to start with question 1. Question 1. E. For E, we have to evaluate 2.5 plus brackets open 3 and 1/4 times 2 and 1/8 plus 1 and 1/8. This will simply be equal. First thing, we are going to start by changing all the mixed fractions to improper fractions. 2 times 2 gives us 4 plus 1, 5, plus 4 times 3, 12, plus 1, 13 over 4 times 8 times 2, 16, plus 1, 17 over 8, plus 8 times 1, 8 plus 1, 9 over 8. By making use of BODMAS, we need to start first with the brackets. So this will give us 5 over 4 plus 13 times 17 all over 4 times 8 plus 9 over 8. This will give us 5 over 4 plus, we need now to multiply the numerator of this fraction. 13 times 17 gives us 221 all over 4 times 8 gives us 32 plus 9 over 8. Next thing, we need to find the LCM of 4, 32 and 8. The LCM will simply be 32. Next, we are going to take 32 divided by 4. It gives us 8. 8 times 5 gives us 40 plus 32 divided by 32 gives us 1. 1 times 221 remains 221 plus 32 divided by 8 gives us 4. 4 times 9 gives us 36. This will simply be equal to, we're going to add the numbers we have at the numerator. We have 40 plus 221 plus 36. This will give us 297 over 32, which is an improper fraction. Next thing, we have to convert this improper fraction to a mixed fraction. If we divide 297 by 32, the whole number part will be 9 and the remainder will be 9. So this will give us the fraction 9 and 9 over 32. So this will be the answer. We go now to question B. Question B, we have 1 and 3/4 divided by 1 and 1/6 plus 1 and 3 over 8. This will simply be equal to, first thing, we are going to change all the mixed fractions to improper fractions. 4 times 1 gives 4 plus 3 gives us 7 all over 4 divided by 6 times 1 remains 6 plus 1 gives 7 all over 6 plus 8 times 1 remains 8 plus 3 gives us 11 over 8. We are going to make use of BODMAS. We know from BODMAS division comes first before addition. This will give us 7 over 4. We are going to change the division sign to multiplication. Then we invert the second fraction. 6 goes up, 7 comes down, plus 11 all over 8. 7 will cancel 7. This will be equal to, here we have 1, 1. We know 2 will go into 6 here 3 times. 2 will go into 4 2 times. 1 times 3 gives 3 all over 2 times 1 gives 2 plus 11 all over 8. This will simply be equal to, we have to find the LCM of their denominators. The LCM of 2 and 8 is simply 8. 8 divided by 2 gives 4. 4 times 3 gives us 12 plus 8 divided by 8 gives us 1. 1 times 11, 11. This will be equal to 12 plus 11 gives us 23 over 8. The next thing, we are to convert 23 all over 8 to a mixed fraction. 23 all over 8, the whole number part will be 2 and the remainder is 7. This will give us 2 and 7 all over 8. Go now to question C. For C, we have a half plus 2 feet divided by 1 over 6 plus 2 feet. This will simply be equal to, we are going to start by eliminating the brackets. A half plus 2 feet, let's reform it here. We need the LCM of 2 and 5. The LCM is simply 10. 10 divided by 2 gives us 5. 5 times 1, 5 plus 10 divided by 5 gives us 2. 2 times 2, 4. This will simply be equal to 9 over 10. For the first bracket, we have 9 over 10. We put the division sign. We need to simplify what we have in the second bracket. We have 1 over 6 plus 2 over 5. Here, the LCM of their denominators is simply 30. 30 divided by 6 gives us 5. 5 times 1 remains 5 plus 30 divided by 5 gives us 6. 6 times 2, 12. This will give us 17 over 30. This will be equal to 9 over 10. We are going to change the division sign to multiplication. Then we invert the second fraction. 30 goes up, 17 comes down. You know, 10 will go into 30 3 times. 10 will go into 10 1 time. This will simply give us 9 times 3 all over 1 times 17. This will simply be equal to 9 times 3 gives us 27 all over 1 times 17 gives us 17. This will simply be equal to, we need to change this improper fraction to a mixed fraction. The whole number part will be 1, the remainder 10. This will give us 1 and 10 over 17. You also take note, most often you'll see in other books, you'll see something as such, BODMAS, where P stands for powers, E stands for exponent, D stands for division, M stands for multiplication, A stands for addition, and S stands for subtraction. This same as BODMAS. Take note of this. You either use this or this one. Go now to question 2. Question 2 says, on my bookshelves, 4 feet of the books are maths. Well, let's write this down. Fraction of math books is equal to 4 feet. The next 1/8 are languages. Fraction of language books is equal to 1/8. The next 2/3 of the language books are French, and the rest of the books are scientific books. The question goes, what fraction of the books are? Question A, we have French books. We need the fraction of French books. The fraction of French books will simply be equal to 2/3 of the fraction of language books, which is simply equal to 2/3 times 1/8. And this will give us, so we can simplify 2 go here 1 time, 2 go here 4 times. This will give us 1 all over 3 times 4, which is 12. The fraction of French books is simply equal to 1/12. Question B says we should find the fraction of scientific books. Fraction of scientific books. It will simply be equal to, we know that it is a whole, the shelves. We are going to take 1 minus the fraction of math books and the fraction of language books. This will give us 1 minus 4 feet plus the fraction of language books, which is 1/8. Here we have 40 divided by 5, which is 8. 8 times 4 gives us 32. This is 32 and not 36. Plus 40 divided by 8 gives 5. 5 times 1 remains 5. This will give us 1 over 1 minus 32 plus 5 gives us 37 over 40. Next, we have to subtract these two fractions. We are going to continue by the side here. To simply be equal to, we need the LCM. The LCM of 1 and 40 is 40. 40 divided by 1 remains 40. 40 times 1 is 40 minus 40 divided by 40 gives 1. 1 times 37 gives 37. This will be equal to 40 minus 37 gives us 3 on 40. So the fraction of scientific books will simply be 3 over 40. For question 3, it says that 60 oranges were shared to Ngwa, Ngu, and De, with each person having a fraction of, we have Ngwa's fraction is equal to 1/4. Next we have Ngu's fraction is equal to 1 feet. Next we have this fraction is equal to 2 feet respectively. It says find the number of oranges each person receives in question E. So we need the number of oranges received by Ngwa. Number of oranges Ngwa receives will simply be equal to, we are going to take his fraction, which is 1/4. We multiply it by the total number of oranges, 60. 1 over 1. So this will give us, you can simplify this. 4 going to 60, 15 times, 4 going to 4 1 time. So this will give us 15 oranges. Next, we need the number of oranges. Number of oranges. Ngo receives. It will simply be equal to, we are going to multiply Ngo's fraction by the total number of oranges. Simplify, we know 5 will go into 60 12 times. 5 going to 5 1 time. So this will give us 12 oranges. Next, we need the number of oranges in the receives. Number of oranges in the receives will simply be equal to, we are going to multiply its fraction by the total number of oranges. Simplify, 5 going 1, 5 going to 60, 12 times. 2 times 12 gives us 24. And the receives 24 oranges. Question B says we should find the number of oranges left. The number of oranges left will simply be equal to 60 minus the number of oranges Ngo receives and the receives. 60 minus 15 plus 12 plus 24. This will give us 60 minus, we need to eliminate this bracket by adding those numbers. We take 15 plus 12 gives us 27. 27 plus 24 gives us 51. So this will simply be equal to 60 minus 51, which gives us 9. So the number of oranges left will simply be 9 oranges. And we are done with the correction of the exercise for application, and we are done with this topic. So next we are going to start with a new topic, which is decimals. If in case you have any problem, make sure you ask your questions at the comment section. Please like the video, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching.